Hello everyone. As I've talked in the last video, which unfortunately what I haven't been doing YouTube, but we'll see. I don't know. I want to do this in a different way from before because I know what book I'm gonna read next. Unfortunately, I don't have a physical edition, so let's do something a little different. Haha! Instead of my hands, which some of you enjoy watching. Uh, I'm going to do a digital transmission. Uh, and so I thought of a way to show the book because I think piracy is an issue that unfortunately affects the comics industry quite a bit. So I wanted to source it in a way. I thought different websites, but those always had some issues. So I used one called the Internet Archive, which, in case you didn't know, it's a free digital library which has tons of books and someone put the ones I'm looking for, which, in case you want to know, it's Invincible Volume 1. Yes, that's right. That's what I'm reading. The new season is just has one episode to go, and I wanted to use the opportunity now that we're so far into the story to return to where it first started, especially since it's quite different from the show. Let's start. First volume, Family Matters. Because I know the first couple of volumes have introductions from famous writers and everything. We see it the very simple. There's another commentary, and chapter 1, famous cover, it's been recreated and everything. Uh, let's just zoom a little bit. You know, you really ruined my afternoon. Well, now that I've got it all to myself, huh, come on! Uh, uh, if I keep this up, I'm going to give myself an heart attack. 4 months ago. If you keep that up, you're going to give yourself an heart attack. Jesus, Mom, I'm just reading a comic book. I'll be out in a minute. Well, I need you to stop reading that comic book and start getting ready. You're going to be late for school. Don't worry, I won't be late. See, that's what I tell you. Waited 10 minutes to spare. I should never have done it, son. Where's Dad at? Did he come home last night? No, he's had a lot of trouble at work lately. I just wish I knew where he was. Can you turn on TV, please? Sure. Using a dragon-like monster to enslave a portion of Taiwan, new report reveals a new plot figures in the amateur photographs, venerated Omni-Man, the face of democracy. Eyewitness reports are that the battle has been raging for nearly 10 hours, destroying portions of the town in its wake. Stay tuned to Channel 6 Action News for any further information. Well, now I know where he is. I hope he brings back something nice for me. I've never been to Taiwan. Hey Mark, wait up! Oh, hey William, what's up? A few of us are going to hang out at Shenanigans tonight. You want to tag along? No, can't do, pal. I got to be at the burger mat in about 20 minutes. Oh yeah, forgot about that. Having a job sucks to be you. Thanks, man. I'll see you later. Mm, it's about time. Let's go ahead and start. Doesn't look like he's going to be home anytime soon. I had a pretty interesting day. Sorry I'm late. There was an enchanted flood in Egypt. I had to deal with on the way over. Did you take care of that dragon? Yeah, I once found I was controlling the thing. There wasn't much to it. Transport was keeping the civilians safe while I could figure out who was behind it. I probably should out. You wanted to check and see how the next book was coming along. I told you were on one of your research trips. I guess I'll take a day off this week and write a book for them. I'll have to pick up a couple of spare keyboards. I hope the Guardians of the Globe can cover for me. So, how was your day, Mark? Fine. I think I'm finally getting superpowers. That's nice. Can you pass the potatoes? Okay. Dad says it's a reflex. So if I can fly, I should just happen when I jump off. As long as I have my dad's invulnerability, they shouldn't even hurt if I hit the ground. But if I can't fly yet, then it's possible that I'm not invulnerable yet. What the heck? Uh, Whoa! Too cool! Boy, you really screwed up that one. Oh, it's not my fault the cops showed up so quickly. It was a diamond heist. We know there will be cops there. Why do you think we brought you along? We are there to take care of the cops so we could call our getaways. We weren't supposed to run. We are you idiot. Just because bullets bounce off me doesn't mean they feel like backups. There were at least 6 cops back there, ready to open fire. Besides, they don't catch up. Whatever, just get us over that fence. Uh, huh? Who the hell are you? Are you trying to stop us or rob us? Sorry about that, I guess the outfit could be a bit misleading. I'm sure my intentions are clear now. What in God's name are you wearing? And isn't it a bit early to be doing this? You had your powers for what, a week? 2 weeks, actually. I'm still getting the hang of it. I've been wearing these when I'm practicing flying, so I wouldn't recognize myself. Uh, I spotted these guys, and I just couldn't let them get away. Well, I can't have you running around looking that ridiculous. It sounds like the police are here to pick up these sleeping beauties, so come on. I'm going to introduce you to a guy that can help you. Prom dresser by day, nuclear-powered suit farmers by night. With your spandex number, thrown in every now and then for good measure. I've had this secret workshop here forever. How does it feel? I don't know about this orange and yellow. I mean, it sings, but I don't think it's the tune we're looking for. And what's with all these weird things? They're solar factories. I designed the costume back when I was under the impression that your lab powers were solar power based. It's a common mistake. Don't worry about it. Crap, Grizzledock is tearing up this side of the bridge. I gotta go. Use the north hatch. Never mind. Sorry about that. You get used to it after a while. You don't have to apologize to me. I've been working with your father for years. I know he has a bigger priorities than looking at silly clothes. So what do you think of your costume? Be honest. I don't know. I just don't seem iconic. You know what I mean? All too well. I hear that all the time. Everyone here wants iconic costume, but no one knows what that means. Look, iconic's a little trick to do. But your dad is well. Your dad is so. Uh, uh, your dad. I'll give it a shot. But I'm going to need to know what your name is going to be. That helps. Have you decided on a name yet? No, I haven't even really thought about it. Well, see if you can come up with a few good ones before you come back here. Then we'll see if I think up something more iconic but not the name. Okay, we're closing on the end of the period. I can tell you by how many of you don't, then that you need more time. Go ahead and take them home. To finish, just make sure you don't thank me for sympathy by not doing the work tonight. Screw that, I got a project job tonight! But I thought you were going out for pizza. Trust me, babe, I'm not in it for the pizza. Can you stay after class, Derek? I need to speak to you. What did I do? Do you really think I say that again? And this time say it to my face. Just leave me alone. Not so brave when I'm really here for the view, are you? Hey man, why don't you listen to the guy and just leave him? What are you trying to prove? What's the matter? You feeling left out or something? Well, I'm sure I can make you feel included. How's this? Boom! Uh, don't mess with him again, man. What the heck's going on here? Just tell me what happened, Mr. Crayston. He was picking up Steve White, the kid who wears locker next to me. I asked him to leave Steve alone, so he pushed me. Then I pushed him back. I didn't mean to hurt him. The boy has an history of causing trouble. You don't. You're a good kid, Mike. I don't want you start down that path. Don't worry about that. My nose is deep in the books. I've got to keep into a good college next year. I know you're pretty Steffies. I just don't like watching kids get picked up. I understand that, and to be quite honest, I condone it. But you should have gotten a teacher or one of the security guards. That boy was almost twice your size. It's not your responsibility to protect the other kids here. You're not invincible, you know. Nobody move, nobody gets hurt. We want your money, not your lives. It's here. I better be, or I'll be back. Come on, boys. We're out of here. Come on, the cops must be there right now. Move! Steve? Huh? You guys looking for this? Drop it, freak, or I'll blow you away. I haven't tried that. I'm invincible. End of the chapter. Also, nice meme if you watch the show. I wasn't sure. Well, let's continue to chapter 2. Okay, son, you may have noticed by now that I'm not like normal dads. I've avoided the subject for far too many years, but your mother and I have decided that it's time to ignore the truth. We think you're old enough for me to tell you where I come from. Billions of miles from here, out in deep space, is the planet Filtrum, a cool blue oasis alone in a solar system much like our own. I was born on this planet. The people are not completely unlike humans, although they and I have abilities in addition to what humans have. We can fly, move at super speed, and possess great strength by human standards. Viltrum was a planet that had achieved a perfect global society. There was no illness, no murder, no war. It was a relative utopia. With no conflict at hand, our High Council refused to let our society become complacent. Council members argued that rather than reveal in our newfound perspective, we should take it upon ourselves to ensure that other races, lesser developed than ours on our own, should be allowed to develop to our own levels of advancement. It was agreed upon unanimously. Shortly after the High Council had approved the idea, the World Betterment Committee was formed. The first step of the initiative was to locate other planets that were in crucial state of development, planets that were far enough along that the possibility of greatness was there, but were not so far along that their outcome was already decided. The second step was to install global defense systems to protect the planet from spaceborne menaces, both natural and unnatural, that might prevent the survival of civilization. The final step was to send a team of scientists down to the planet's surface to assist in the advancement of civilian technologies. This team would stay behind on the planet monitoring its progress. Rolled traveled around the planet, but how much good the World Betterment Committee was doing. Soon, it was the most popular professional filter. Of course, when I came of age, I signed up for duty. I was in the search committee. My job was to locate and search planets that might be eligible for interference. By then, the operation had been expanded and perfected. I was stationed on a mobile base that traveled from planet to planet as we discovered them. It was my third year of service when I discovered Earth. I convinced the committee to do a physical inspection of the planet. During the long journey to Earth, I used our long-range sensor to study the planet and civilizations that live there. By the time we arrived, I had grown fond of Earth and the people on it. I was fascinated by the achievements they had accomplished in such short time. I was pleased for our authorization to add Earth to our betterment schedule, but it seemed too crude and not developed enough for interference. I refused to give up and offer an alternative solution. I volunteered to relocate to Earth and be its sole protector, dedicated to the survival of civilization. Due to Earth's location in such a remote area of the universe, I was warned that there might be not many chances of returning. I went anyway. No amount of research could have prepared me for what I have experienced upon my arrival. What was a vibrant nest of individuality. I marveled at the people I saw as they scared about in their daily lives. I was there among the people, but I still knew I had the right decision. I might have forgotten what my mission on Earth was, had I not been so abruptly interrupted. With my mission clearly at hand, I went to work. People over it need someone to keep them safe. I was here to protect them. It was less than a year before I met your mother. That's a story for another time. I know it's a lot to take in at one time, but you're old enough to know the truth. And unfortunately, I'm not done yet. On top of all this, there's more. You see, you're getting older, son. Things are going to start to change for you in a few years as you hit puberty. You're going to start to get acne. Your voice will start to crackle and eventually change. You'll begin to grow hair in strange and new places. You're going to start looking at girls in a whole new light. There's a good chance that you're going to start developing superpowers. Super strength, super speed, flight, the whole bit. All the powers I have. Mark, do you understand? Uh, well, I'm going to be able to fly? Yeah, I can fly. Screw this. Yeah, what the? Is he selling game boxes? Huh? Back off. Are you only past your break time, young man? Actually, yeah. Boom. That was a VB. You don't see what I can do with golf ball. Now, who started it? I'll give you one guess. Way to go, Rex. We got the elements of surprise. Sorry, but it seemed like a good idea at the time. Well, try to leave the good ideas up to me. And, we're going to need one real soon. You got that right. Wow. Never mind. Nice job, kid. I'll have another vehicle sent to us by remote. Kate, pull our friend Maud out of the way so we wouldn't attract too much attention. Nice costume, man. Sorry, there wasn't a phone but handy. Do I know you? You look familiar. I'm Invincible. Well, our ride's here. I can see that your brief introduction is needed before we depart. We're the team. I'm Robot. You've met Adam Eve. That's Rexplode, with Duplicate rounding out the team. And you? Cute. Nice to meet you. See you around. Ah, I knew it. It's you. We've been in physics together all this time. Mark, right? Yeah, there any way I keep this to ourselves? Never know when one of your teammates is going to go crazy and become the next supervillain. Oh, that only happens in comic books. It's always better to play it. Sorry about that. I'm not used to these night lights. I'm still new to this. I just hit 2 months. You'll get the hang of it. Teen superheroes start ringing off at an early age. Listen, we're following up on the essence from last night today. You're welcome to tag along if you like. I love to. Why are you going right here? Do you take the bus to your team's secret base? Are you kidding me? I can fly. Come on, we can change back there. So, you come here often? Nice place. Every day. Do you know any other secret place around here? Oh, that was quick. Thanks. I guess not, but not that we're in costume. How do you get out here without being spotted? You'd be surprised how real people ever look up. Huh, a bridge, huh? You're late. I'll assume that our new friend from last night with you. Good. Oh, and he's wearing a much nicer costume. Kate and Rex are out on another mission. We'll be on good use tonight. Speaking of which, if you really got in here 3 minutes later, I'd have to do this alone. Come on. I raised Muller's memory from last night, and left him close to the Toy Story robed. He'll be disorientated and will likely seek out familiar ground. My hypothesis is that he'll lead us to the base, and we'll be able to figure out what his plans for video game systems were. I've been tracking from here, but we need to be on site when he arrives. I was afraid I'm going to leave out without you. Sorry about that. Don't worry about it. We're not even sure I'll need you. Terry is. Uh, where have you been? We need those processors. You're not going to enough power to robots without new shipment. I don't know what happened at all. Last night is a blur. I remember going to get a new shipment at Toys B And then nothing. So I came back. I don't think you realize how important our work here is. We badly need those extra processors. That shipment is already in shock now, and you're be receiving another for nearly a month. I'm not sure our plant can wait that long. I think I've had enough. Keep the other one from activating the robots. I'll deal with this one. Why do you think you need the robots to defeat you? Let go! I don't know what you hope to accomplish here. You're here obviously in over your head. You're obviously not paying attention. It will take more than that. I'll see what I can do. Thanks for the info, Invincible. You seem to be a pretty useful guy. Think you might be interested in staying with us? I'll think about that. Is it always this easy? Uh, where am I? What the? Boom! And that was the end of chapter 2. Now on to chapter 3. We are calling everything to authorities, collecting all the information we can in order to help them locate the missing students. I must stress to you all that this is not a reason to panic, and the two missing students, though reported missing on different days, did know each other. It is possible to was blown by them, and no full play has taken place. Still, we called this school meeting so that the rumors wouldn't overwhelm the truth. You know, because that we know. Just to be safe, try not to go anywhere alone, and please report anything suspicious to either me or any of the other people you see here beside me. If we're lucky, the missing students will show up and everything will go back to normal. But until then, keep your eyes open. If any of you have any question, I'll be in my office in about 15 minutes, more than likely for the rest of the day. You can all go back to class now. Just go on for a period here. People who are on first class period can go to the cafeteria. The bell will ring in 7 minutes. Please be where you're supposed to be by then. Everyone's thinking it. I'm going to be this guy to say whatever happened couldn't have happened to a nicer roster of guys. Jesus, Mark, that's a pretty mean thing to say. I talked the dog a few times. I mean, I can't speak to the other two, but you at least seem nice. You're totally clueless. Why do you think Todd Jefferson would be nice to you? Off the top of my head, I think it may have something to do with your being an extremely attractive girl. You know I'm dating Rex, right? Whoa, that's not where I was going. We are all tall. Right. So are you on your way to cafeteria too, or just walking with me? Well, I guess we have the same lunch period too. I can't remember we met before last month. Is this sick taken? Not at all. Have at it. Sorry if I made it weird back there. Just to make sure you didn't think. Don't you even think about it. It's a thing to be brought up again. Mm. So, is it being a superhero, isn't it? Did you hear there was another malfunctioning? Robot is trying to figure out who was behind it, but the bombs are so powerful they are disintegrating all the Vincents at the scene. Another bomb, that's been doing less than 2 weeks. If you want to sing by the secret layer, or have the boys guide after your school, today I'm sure the robot will be glad to see you. You never did get back to him, or not you're going to join the team. I don't know if I can make it. I've got work tonight. You still work at the Pyramid? Is there the semi-famous novelist? Yeah, well, I mean, it's like I need the money. It makes me work there because you think it builds character. Weird. Well, I gotta get class. See you around later. So the rumors are true. You guys are going out. Oh, hey, William. We're going out there. Don't play that with me. If you are an item, boyfriend, girlfriend, and elf perk that comes with you. Trust me, she is not my girlfriend. Grayson, fries, we got customers waiting. Coming right up, sir. Coming right up. Do you realize how long our customers have been waiting? I know that waiting customers aren't happy customers. I guess No, 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 I guess not. Your guess? Well, you better hope you can fry that guess. I guess that you should get paid. Now go take out the trash. I'll finish the fries. You know what? I think I'll just quit instead. Jerk. That's going to kill me. Boy, that casserole sure is good, man. Absolute, man. You really outdid yourself tonight. Thanks, but you're both still going to have to do the dishes. Curses. Fall again. So what was yours today? Oh, fine. You went to wash or rinse? Or I'll be washing tonight. How many dishes did I have to hand back to you last night? I was thinking, now that you're an active superhero, you have more important things to do than to flip hungers. I don't see any reason why you can't just quit. It's like you ever need that money. I think I could manage that. Hey Mark, what are you doing? I'm just getting ready to go out on patrol. I figured I'd take a stroll around the city by air and make sure everything's up and up. If you don't mind if I take along, I think we're about due for a team up. That'd be great. Heh, you said team up. You know, from all indications, you're not going too bad, especially for being as new as these you are. Thanks, Dad. Huh? Sorry about that. There was a chemical fire over at the university science lab. Anyway, I was saying, you've done a lot of good in these past months. You're quite honest if I'm impressed. That really means a lot coming from you, Dad. Don't thank me, son. Just keep up your good work. Look at that. That's Damn is about to show off. You want to grab some lunch? Sure. So, is that going to come naturally or I'm going to have to practice? I mean, I could barely keep up with you out on the here. As you get older and your powers increase, you should be able to fly faster. To be honest, I don't know how it is going to work. You may never get as powerful as me. I guess I could complain if they never increase at all. Yeah, another thing is that you don't really know how to use the powers. You have, yet you just wait until, hold on, I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to need to help on this one. Whoa! No time for that, son. Let's help these boys out. I'll do what I can. That's the spirit. Sure, I love these guys. No kidding. There seems to be an endless stream of these coming out of the portal. Well, you're obviously not from around here. Let me help you find your home. I think we're doing some sort of other dimensional harm here. I don't recognize this thing at all, which means they could have an entire universe full of soldiers ready to spill out their thing. We're going to get back to that portal, figure out a way to close the thing fast. Any ideas? Not yet, no. Wait a second. Is it me or is this guy getting older? Now that you mention it, it seems to be getting easier. Jeez, this guy's aging by the minute. Diamonds work differently in their dimension. They're starting to drop like flies. And if there aren't many of them, we'd be in this battle. We're not defeated here. Oh, oh, get off my planet! Dad? It's okay, Dad. They're leaving over. It's over. You're right. Let's go. So, what else happened? Thankfully, not. That was not a pleasant experience. If another couple of seconds had gone by, we discovered their accelerated age, I could have called the Guardians of Force, or Mega Force, or both. Wow. I guess I didn't even notice how bad it got. Well, we made it through. Don't tell, right? Let's just worry about getting home without running into any more troubles. We're almost there. I bet we're almost done with like some up. I'll try to keep up. Crap, where is it? No time. Crap. What's going on? Wake up, wake up. What's going on? Quickly, tell me what it is. Did what? Boom! That was one of the missing students from my school. But that would mean... What? Dad! Dang it. I guess I can look forward to you both being late from now on. Actually, Dad was talking to a portal about 15 minutes ago. I don't think he'll be back home tonight. It was some alien we fought earlier today. I'm sure he's fine. Huh. Well, that's more workshops for us. And that was the end of chapter 3. To chapter 4. Remarkable. The game box processor is so advanced it could operate this machine for years without burnout rate of less than 10%. Had we not stopped the molar twins before they activated them, they would have been nearly unstoppable. Fascinating, simply fascinating. Robot? Hello, Invincible. What can I do for you? I'm trying to find Eve. Do you know where she is? Eve and Rex are out on a mission right now, but they should be checking in here before they go home for tonight. Crap, I really need to talk to them. Would you like me to give her a message? Wait a minute, you know she's dating Rex, right? Yeah, that's not what is about at all. It's his mall bobbings. Well, it is going to sound weird, but someone's turning kids from our school into human bombs. I know. I mean, it's late and all, and just to let you know that. Wait, what? Residue found at blast sites indicated the timing mechanism in all the bombs were organic in nature. More than likely, human circulatory systems provided the catalysts. From that, I was measuring process of elimination to determine the age and duration of the humans that are being used as bombs. I didn't know they were all from our school in particular, but I'm sure I would have, eventually. Well, I'm only sure that the most recent one went to my school, but is one of the three kids that are missing. Well, if it isn't our new pal Invincible, what are you doing here? I think the malbombings are connected to the missing kids at our school. Oh god, that's awful. Bye, babe. Any idea who's behind it? No, and there is nothing we can do about this tonight. I suggest you to go home and get some sleep, then keep your eyes open at school tomorrow. I'll let you know if I figure out anything on my own. Mom? Why are you still doing up? Aren't I allowed to watch some late TV in my own house? Besides, I should be asking you the same question, young man. When you left after dinner, you said you'd only be a few minutes. Just because you were entitled to mean you couldn't have a curfew. I guess I just got that up at the instant place. You're not worrying about that, aren't you? I can sit here and watch Badlands Dragons on TV all day. Every time it's in another dimension, I can help assume the worst. I just never know what to think. There's no way of telling how long he'll be gone. Do you remember when you were little and he was gone for almost 6 months? He missed your birthday that year. It's going to be okay, Mom. Don't worry about that. He'll be back. So, Mark, what do you think of all this? I can't believe they expect us to eat boiled chicken for lunch. It's humane. No, the mall bombing stuff. I don't know. It's unsettling. I mean, I know this is going to sound bad, but I'm trying to not think about it. Well, that's a great way to figure this thing out. Sorry, but let's be realistic. Should we be searching for clues right now? I for am not dressing for that sort of thing. I don't even have a dog. I don't think for a second I don't want to catch this guy. I just think that we don't really have anything to go on right now. Right? I guess. I mean, there are plenty of possibilities, but really nothing will point us any direction. Huh. No kidding, I just wish we were a big monster we could punch. I hear you. The fighting part is so much easier than the thinking part. To tell you the truth, I think that the only part I'm actually qualified for. Oh, come on. You're not that, though. Thanks. Don't mention it, so I guess I'll see you in Mrs. Yana's class later. That's a plan. I'll try to keep my eyes open for anything suspicious until then. After trial set forth by the Lord, father and uncle were put to death and buried under the arena, and father's head was severed and placed in the tree as a warning to others. One day the father called a girl over to the tree. She complied when she was asked to hold out her sand. The father spit in her hand, impregnating her. When this girl's father found out she was banished to the middle work of months, she had twins who named Upam and Shobarban. The European citizens were responsible for the population of the entire world. This is just one of many fables from the ancient Sumerian civilization. We'll be studying fables from around the world around over the next 2 weeks, so I hope you enjoyed that. I will turn your books on page 319. I'll go over your homework for tonight. Did you spot anything? I didn't see anything strange. I'm sure you're all aware that the midterms are in a couple of weeks, so I just remind you that the test is coming up. Either help your bad grade or hurt your good grade, so please study for that one, okay? What about you? Nothing. Excuse me, you too. Samantha Eve Wilkins, just because I allowed you to switch seats with Mr. Dulap doesn't mean I'm going to condone you and your new boyfriend interrupting my lecture. Mr. Grayson, just because you don't allot enough time for talking when you two are alone doesn't mean you can make up for that in my class. Quite frankly, I spent more out of two love birds. She's not my girlfriend. Sorry, I'll jump into conclusion. But the fact remains that you caused me to waste the last 10 minutes of my class today. Sorry, sir, I'll try to make sure it doesn't happen again. You do that, jerk. So, that was uncomfortable. Yeah. It would have been so bad if... Hold on. Oh, look who it is. Hey, Robot, what's up? I've been using the secondary operations system to run checks on all employees, various school teachers, ghost times, bus drivers, everyone, and I... Hold on. As I was saying, I was checking the background and employment histories of the employees of your school, cross-referencing their information with the necessary knowledge to circle on, like the ones using the Malprovins. I thought it might be a futile effort, resulting in nothing, but dead ends. Thankfully, I was wrong. Surprising, your physics teacher, David Hales, is a former weapons engineer for Global Tech, a military-sanctioned research firm. It's not definitive evidence, but I'm 99.8% sure that he is the one you're looking for. After I get off with you, I'm going to put in a call to the police and see if I can at least get a squad car sent out to his house. I'm going to give you his address so you can check the place out before he gets home from school. Okay, bye. You're not going to believe this. What? I'll tell you in a way. Come on, we're going to get to the cafeteria dumpster. Huh? So he calls you on a cell phone. Sorry, the signal lodge is in the shop. Jeez, what do you expect him to call me on? Oh. Hey, don't you guys find your own spots? Well, that'll really kill our time. What should we do now? Asking questions, I guess. According to the robot, police should be on the way. How dangerous could he be? Hold it! Right there, sir. I didn't expect to get caught up quite this early. I certainly expect more conventional authorities when the time did come. Very well, Mark Samantha, please do come inside. How did you... Are you kidding me? You're not even wearing a mask. Follow me, I'll show you to the fourth missing student. I should have no intention of resisting. Fourth? Yes, one of them hasn't been reported missing yet. It's just through here. It? Yes, it can be think of more fitting segue into my confession. You see, I was on constant pestering and bulleting from things like what used to be for you that caused my son to commit suicide. My son's suicide resulting in my divorce, and my divorce led me to losing my job. Derek! I'll spare you the boring details. It's not the death of my son I'm avenging. That would be far too cliche. No, it's the destruction of the life that is me seeking revenge. It's a domino effect of pain and sorrow that these monsters create. Children tend to spend too much time at the mall, attend parties, consume alcohol, and play sports when they should be studying and doing homework. What did you do to him? What I did to all of them. I turned him into a living bomb, an instrument on which to enact my revenge, my crusade to end the pain and sorrow caused by these popular kids. I can think of a more appropriate end to my crusades than to that of two superheroes. Oh dear, I must have started the timer too late after you got here. No matter, we have a few more seconds too. I must be around for this. Come here. Oh, that stuff is was totally called for. You know, you really ruined my afternoon. Well, now I got you all to myself. Go. if I keep this up, I'm going to give myself an heart attack. So it's over? Robert's coming to do a sweep of the house to check for anything dangerous. I think the books will be wrapped up here shortly. You can go home if you want. I'm going to leave after Robot gets here. Sounds like a plan to me. The sooner I put this behind me, the better. Hey, is that back yet? Not yet. Go upstairs and clean up so Kate. I thought I was going to have a dinner alone tonight. I need to shave. Thank God. So, anything interesting happened to either of you today? I found out one of my teachers was sending my classmates into organic bombs in order to take revenge on kids he felt were like the ones that lately sent to commit suicide, apparently. He turned himself into a bomb, also, and tried to kill me and a friend of mine, but I flew him to Antarctica before he blew, so I could hurt anyone. I spent the last 8 months enslaved by an army from an ultimate mission. Although seems much less time has passed here. About a week ago, I led a revolt against my captors and gained control of my powers. Today, a team of scientists from Tuberlin found a way to get me home. That's nice. Was ready for dessert. And that was the end of the first volume. There's a bunch of cool extras, but I already read them, so I'll try. I won't spoil them. There's the original cover. All right, where do I start? I should be before warning anyone watching. I'll be discussing the rest of the book and TV show. I won't refer to any specific details from later in the book, but I might refer to my specific from the TV show since it's more popular. Uh, all right, let's go back. I think there's the introduction. Yes, this has it's a bit unnecessary flash forward. I think it's a thing. No, it's a very. You're not going to believe how I got this. How I got here, which the show removes. The show removes this subplot. It was both because uh, it's a bit weird if I'm honest, with like the bombs and everything. Apparently, I'm pretty sure there's a reference in the background, but it was basically removed. If any of those scenes sound familiar, it's because they were reorganizing to the first and second episode. Speaking of the first episode, uh, and when everyone knows this, you're probably surprised that Nolan doesn't kill the Guardians here. That only happens, I'm pretty sure it's either one or two chapters after this. Yes, for anyone who came from the TV show, like, yes, it's a really shocking twist at the beginning. Yes, well, beginning it's relative. The creator Kirkman has actually talked about how that was a twist. You can see, I should be moving here. You can see in moments like into Martian invasion, yet a twist planned from to start. Like it wasn't in any way a later edition. Apparently, like yes, you can see him already crazed in crazed eyes. Apparently, that was part of his speech, but yes, just he wanted to do it as like a big twist that would change how you read everything. So because that he wanted to do it as like I think he described it like issue 50. It was 2000s back when like oh yeah, and also an independent book. So like 50 would probably be uh, now we know it's about a third to the book. It probably would have been about for most books it's probably like the latter part. Probably would have been like a last arc before like the Earth superhero stuff probably have been more present in that version of Invincible. as opposed to where we are now in the TV show and later in the book, where like it starts going to space and everything, and Nolan starts living with what he did. Um, yes. So yes, it's a good change. Should I mention that damn thing? Uh, that's blue. If you know, you know. Alright, let's go back. Yes. Should I go directly to? No. Oh yeah, it's funny how using Invincible is only said like what when it's his name and once in his face. It becomes a running joke in the show. Well, I could talk about voice. I I have been thinking about doing this story for a while. One thing that annoys me slightly is how I'm not very good at doing a Mark Grayson voice. I don't know why. Respect for no, respect for every actor from the show. I know people complain like, "Oh, that person," but they all give good performances. They all deserve the respect they get. Like this scene. I also can't do as good as Jackie Simmons, but most people can't. Just ask Alex Hurst if you know, you know. Um, well, maybe my normal voice will sound similar enough. Uh, yes, that name appears here. And yes, all of this is like the first episode. It just removes um, the teacher and everything. Uh, and it's yes, it's funny that this guy was based on an actor that they got the actor for the show. Also, there's a lot of background jokes. I think some of them survived the show, but in the show it's more subtle. All right. Speaking of the show, I can mention one of the things that it's something that disappoints me, but it's something that they probably couldn't do in animation. If you read the comic, you know when Nolan is explaining this, he has this expression of trying to be clear. Now, if you watch the show and especially this season, uh, I'm just going to read. This expression is bullshit in multiple levels. It's not only a lie that he's saying about what he knows, but what he's being told. uh, like almost none of it is true. Uh, but when he explains, he has the expression. When he reveals the truer version, he has this expression, but how he looks in the show where he has blood. When it's revealed more truth about Viltrum, he also has this expression, and that's continued until I'm not going to spoil until the very last chapters. The last, it's yes, it's referenced there, and it breaks my heart every time. It's a shame that the show will not be able to redo that because they changed in the first season and they haven't done, but it's probably wouldn't work as well in animation. Also, a moment to pause. It's incredible. I said, oh, it's always planned. These ships they were done in like as a background in the first and second issue. They're used in the show to this day. They all look like this right now. Also, one appears already. uh, what could I say? Everything. Yeah. Well, talk about the actors. They all give good performance. I think my favorite one to do now was Robot because it's very fun to try to lose as much emotion in your voice and try to really do the Spock thing that the actor was doing because he was good at it. The Rexport voice, the actor has a very specific voice that would sound fake with everyone else. Um, Thankfully, it doesn't speak that much. All right, I could mention these two issues were done by. Huh. Hey, there's a Red Sun reference there. I never noticed. There's, as I mentioned, a lot of background gets. Um, this volume was done by Corey Walker, the original artist. Uh, Ryan Otley doesn't appear until the next volume. Uh, Izard, I like to joke if you ever read the book that he does the first couple of issues, then he stops and switches to Rhinotly. Then it feels like he went to school again to learn because the way he draws when he returns, it's almost completely different. It's not it's not it's not a different person, but like it's way rounder than like here it can be you can have a lot of edges that disappear after and disappear a bit in the show because he did designs for the show. Um, but yes, I was going to mention his art here starts great. He does a thing I always forget when I look at it again. He does like uh, points for eyes, which looks a little weird. I also he doesn't do it later from what I remember. I think it's just thing from doing like cartooning. I think it just does it with too much details around it, so it looks weird. Man, there's way more. Like it is a Back to the Future joke. Or others. Mm, let me go. Yeah, I think I saw some parts which are always nice. Yeah, if people dislike some of the stuttering or confusion, you can never hate it more than me. Uh, there's the uniform and everything. Yeah, I think that's good for now. I pretty enjoyed the new format. Ironically, I was learning to use the old one better each time. Now I had to relearn another way. But we'll see. Uh, yeah. Uh, I also the designs are a little bit different in general. Uh, yeah. The professor didn't have an accent. I just gave the professor like voice. I actually this was apparently like an ad. I think it's described as like a ad that they put in like other books. He also described this was done by like different artists. Like who's deciding who should be. And it is. Also, I mentioned this joke to other people. Here, robot's name is Sean. It was I think he's. I think he implies that it's a nickname. That like he. I think it's still Rudy here. So like they just call him. Ah, you're a robot. Oh, all right, robot. Which isn't reference. Oh yeah, here's. Uh, there's a different version of Victor's reasoning. Yeah, there's a bunch of designs they will use later, but we'll see more about it uh, in the next season. If you know, you know. Well, that was it. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.